Hello guys, I'm happy to see you again to give you the last bit of your uh, popular literature class. Today I'm going to show you how to make a good and effective abstract. But first of all, as usual, we need to see what is abstract anyway. Well, an abstract is, what is it? An abstract is a brief summary of an argument or theory that an author proposes. If you are an author and you propose a theory or an argument in the form of an essay, for example, or an article, then you need to write an abstract, which is the summary of it all, okay? If your essay is 700 words, for example, then the abstract should be just 50 words to maybe 75. Now, why is it important anyway? An abstract actually helps potential readers, people who will read your articles to see what you actually want to propose. They want to see the core of your essay or article, and the abstract is where they can find it. If they like the article or they need your article, they will continue reading the entire article. If not, then they can move on to another article. And for authors, actually, abstract helps, it helps you as an author to see the sharpness of your argument. From writing an abstract, you know if your argument is already strong or not. And the strength of an argument is, as you learned from your influential reading class, when you can show the support for that argument and explain that support. That's why you will ask me, so what's in an abstract usually? An abstract usually has an argument, of course. You start with an argument. And in stating the argument, you also mention the subject of your study, which is the title of your work and the author of that work. After proposing your argument, after showing your argument, you give it a support, okay? You support that argument with the summary of your supports in the entire essay. After that, if you have time or if it is really needed, you can start giving it a background. It's just a one paragraph background of why it is interesting or why you need to do this study. You do it at the beginning before stating your argument. Or if you still have time again, you can also give further development. I mean here, something that people can do later on after reading your article. Maybe they want to continue doing the same research as you do based on your article. Now, let me give you an example like usual. Now, this is an argument that I drafted based on my reading and interpretation of Stephen King's Carrie. Carrie is a novel by Stephen King, which is very famous, okay? So my argument is, this article argues that in Stephen King's Carrie, while close and literal interpretation of religious doctrines can be dangerous, failure to accept the nature of mankind can lead to bigger problems. So my argument is that, okay, literal interpretation of religion or religious teachings can be dangerous, but there is something even more dangerous than that, which is the failure to accept the nature of mankind. You cannot accept that mankind can be dirty, can be not dirty, mankind can be evil, or mankind can have some biological things happening in their body, and so on and so forth. If you cannot accept that nature, which is, natural in man, it will lead to bigger problems. That's the argument. And you support that argument by saying, one can see this from the core of Carrie's problem. Indeed, she is raised by a mother who interprets, sorry for the grammatical mistake here, interprets religious doctrines literally. And then I support again here with, however, as the novel reveals, her mother's insistence on hiding the nature of woman's biology leads to Carrie's uncontrolled search of telekinetic abilities. This is the support for that argument. And after that, I still have time, so I give the background. Religious undertones are in stories written by Stephen King. So people know that Stephen King stories have religious undertones. And if I still have time, then I continue with further studies can be done on the social factors that might affect Carrie's problems. So this is what you can do. You can use this as, well, I would say, as the template for your abstract. What template do what do I mean by that? You can say this article argues that in blah 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 and so on and so forth. And then you can continue with one can see this from and so on and so forth. And that's all. So that's what you need to write an abstract. It's a brief summary of the argument that you make. And in that, what you need is the argument itself, the supports for the argument, and if possible, you give a background here at the beginning, and you can also add something further that one can do on the same topic or the same work. All right, everyone, I guess that's all. I hope it gives you the explanation that you need for doing this essay gracefully. Some of you have submitted it, but some others can still improve their abstract. This is what you can do. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Monday. Bye.